and welcome to the Fit Over 40 project, phase 1. In this phase, we're going to focus on just learning basic techniques with using slower tempos, okay? Remember our 4M system, we have 4 components. We have our mobility component, resistance training component, our movement component to get the heart rate up, right? And then we have microdoses to fit activity throughout the day. So I am not going to demonstrate the mobility aspect, however, it's crucial. So if you go again into the blog, everything is detailed for you. Ideally that you would start off with the general mobility piece every single time, and then you would choose between the 3 that I've given you guys, which is the T-spine mobility, the couch stretch mobility, and then the squat hold mobility. And just play around with those guys, see what one works best for you, which ones you feel like you need the most, right? And the idea is to rotate those through so that within a week, you're touching those a couple times a week, okay? So now we're gonna roll into the resistance training aspect of things. And remember, we only have 6 exercises in this phase. We are going to give you guys options if you don't have equipment, right? Using a band, dumbbell, or household implements. Okay guys, so starting with a squat, Celia's standing to the side so you get a side view of that point, and then I'm going to stand to the front so you can see me. What we are choosing to do on this one is Celia's just doing a dumbbell, a goblet squat, but you could simply hold a knapsack or a laundry detergent, anything anterior load, okay? If you have a band, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to step on the band, okay? And I'm just going to put it around my shoulders, almost like a knapsack, okay? So the cues for squatting, guys, make sure we have center pressure, middle of the feet. Our feet are about hip width apart, okay? And as we squat down, we're letting the knees go out to let our hips sink down between. And then ideally, and a good squat, guys, is that when we're down, like if Celia's going to do a squat now, as she comes down, the crease of her hip is just below the knee, a little bit lower, and then we maintain neutral spine, okay? So that's basically what we're looking for. We're just gonna demonstrate a few reps here. Because we are doing slower tempo, we're gonna shoot for 4 seconds down and about 1 second up. Okay, let's go. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and up, squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up we go. Let's just do one more. So 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that is your squat. Okay guys, so next exercise on our list is called the band pull apart. This is one of my favorite shoulder exercises for shoulder health, getting some scapular retraction in. So Celia's gonna grab one length of the band. So obviously the thicker the band and the more resistance it provides. But basically she's gonna set her shoulders, so up, back, and down, so that we wanna make sure we have separation from her shoulders and her ears, okay? And essentially she's gonna rip the band apart. So 2 to 3 seconds back, right? And then control back. You don't just let it whip back, so you control back. And control back. So if you do not have a band, I will demonstrate something else. It's similar, so I'm going to hinge at the hips, okay? Set the shoulders, I have neutral spine, my thumbs are up. I'm just going to essentially come up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then back, right? Up, squeeze, and back, okay? So again, great for shoulder health. We're going to add this as part of our workout, but again, you could do this at any point as well too. Next exercise is our push-up. Great exercise for upper body strength as well as for developing the core. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few different options because, again, going with that slower tempo makes it a lot more difficult. So, standard push-up from the floor, guys. Make sure we're starting with our feet together. As we move up the chain, guys, we want to make sure our glutes are squeezed. We have a vertical position in our forearm. And as we press off the floor, we squeeze the glutes, brace the core. Up, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up like so. So that's one way of doing it. The second way of doing it, guys, would be simply an elevation. Everything else is the same. We're just raising yourself up. Everything's the same. 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. You can make it as high as you want. Another option, guys, is just to simply do microsets. Meaning, if the target is 12, just do a 3 or 4 reps at a time that are quality. Shake it off. Maybe do a band pull apart, an extra one of those, and then go back into your push-up. So again, we want quality reps, full range of motion. Guys, next up is our stationary lunge. So actually I threw a knapsack on, threw some textbooks in it. That's going to be my load that I'm going to use. And then Celia's simply just using, again, an anterior load with a dumbbell. But again, body weight could be more than adequate because, again, we're shooting for 12 reps at a slower tempo. So that setup basically is center pressure in the front foot. Okay, we want to take a big step back and we're going to come up on the toes. Okay? We're going to slowly lower down. The key is trying to keep our torso upright, and the key is that our heel stays down, right? So as we lower for 4 seconds, you ready? 4, 3, 2, 1, up. Just a little gentle kiss of the knee to the ground so we get full range. 4, 3, 2, 1. The big thing, guys, torso upright, core is braced, and then that heel stays down. 4, 3, 2, and up. Okay, so obviously we would do each leg. Okay, next up is our one arm row. Celia's going to demonstrate with a dumbbell. So she's going to just grab the implement, shoot her leg out to the side, so it kind of levels her hips, right? As we move up, she's bracing the core, she's setting her shoulder up, back, and down, and as she pulls, is her shoulder needs to be moving the same direction as her elbow, right? And then 4 seconds down, up, 4, 3, 2, 1. The other option with the band, guys, is I'm just going to step on the band with my opposite foot, okay? Obviously, the thicker the band, the more you choke up on it, the more resistance it's going to provide. But basically, I'm going to shoot the leg forward, shoot this leg back, set the shoulder, everything's braced, and I basically pull, control down. So again, as my elbow moves this way, my shoulder's also opening in that direction, and I can even rest my hand here, and head is neutral, so I'm looking at the ground, and basically up, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's your band option. Again, you could use laundry detergent and knapsack for any implement as well. Side plank is next. Great lateral stability exercise for the core. Great for back health as well. So I'm going to give you 2 options for your side plank. The easiest version, guys, is simply you're just going to put your elbow stacked under your shoulder, right? Knees straight ahead, and you're just going to come up on your side. So the idea is from the side here, we want to have ear, shoulder, and hip alignment, right? So I'm not dumping forward like this, and simply hold for the prescribed time. The next version, a little bit more difficult, you're just going to come up with your legs. So you can take the top leg, put 1 foot distance in front, just for so you're more stable, and you're going to come up, and again, same thing. You're looking for ear, shoulder, and hip alignment like this. So we're moving on to our third M, or our movement category. So this is just, the purpose of this is just to boost the heart rate up a little bit, getting a little bit of a cardiovascular training effect, which is very important for longevity and a very an overall balanced approach to our health, okay? So what we're gonna do is just some basic low grade interval training. We're gonna go 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And the movement we're gonna do is just a lateral hop. So Celia's just gonna demonstrate. Simply all she's doing is just balancing on 1 foot and then going back and forth. So I'm gonna start the timer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. So again, balance. You can shove off as far as you want. Big jumps or small jumps. Okay, back. She can do more than that. That's it. Back and forth. I'd recommend if you have a floor like this, do not do it with socks. You're probably going to wipe out. Halfway there. Back and forth. 10 seconds left. She's doing well. Again, heart rate's up a little bit more. We're getting outside of the sagittal plane, so this is some good athletic movement. Just going to change it up, which is also important, and time. Very good. So that was 1 round done. Go to the show notes to see how many rounds you're supposed to do this session. Our last M, or the microdose, the 4th M, is actually a pretty important one. Research has suggested that even if we are good, getting into the gym on a regular basis is still not enough to override all the sedentary behavior that's going on in our daily lives. So this, our microdose for this week or this phase is simply walking. So get in, log as many steps as you can. That's going to help you with the overall picture of being healthier and living a healthier, longer life. Okay guys, so there you have it. We've walked you through phase 1 of our Fit Over 40 project. Just to summarize, we have our 4 M's. Mobility, resistance training with our muscles, getting the heart rate up with our movement, and then our microdoses. Remember, all the details are in the description box. You just simply click on the link, brings you to my blog. All the support videos there for everything you need, as well as all the progressions to walk you through that as well too. Other than that, guys, focus on progress versus perfection. Remember, you can segment this into 2 or 3 days. As long as you accumulate the work, it's going to make big results and make you feel a lot better, okay? Other than that, I am always available. Just leave any comment in the box below and I will respond. And please share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.